fun. Welcome to officially, I was told we are officially in double digits of your average adventuring show. Yes. Thank you, Annika, for letting me know.
Yep.
If you notice, we have a very Brady Bunch looking theme here tonight. We have two guest players. Mike and David are joining. David is joining us again. Mike is joining us for the first time. And I'm going to throw it to our recapper tonight, who is Pax. So go ahead, and I'm going to mute and have a bite.
Awesome. So previously on your average adventuring show, the party was wandering through the woods looking for portals to close when being tailed by a very confused traveler from another dimension who was so overwhelmed by the power of our friendship that he kind of pulled back a little bit to process what it would be like to be a friend. As we were wandering through, we came upon a parliament of owlbears, which were so cute. The baby one was stuck in the brambles, and so being, kind and lovely people, we went forward, worked together, and saved the little owlbear. And here's, for those of you who are on the live, for those of you who are on the video stream, you can see I drew a little picture, or Robin drew a little picture of the owlbear and the brambles, which we did save. I know, it was so cute. I couldn't even handle it. It was my first owlbear encounter, so I didn't know they were supposed to be scary, so I was just enamored. We carried on forward and came upon another portal where we found some interesting sentient creatures who were curious and speaking a language we didn't understand. And instead of murdering them, because we're not like that, we made friends with them. Robin offered up a drink. We all offered up an attempt at conversation, and they were Yetis, and they took us back and through the portal into their world, where we met the Yeti family, we met the teenagers, we played music, we drew pictures. We also drank some Yeti moonshine. Some of us did, not everyone. And Whistler passed out on the floor, but Aster made sure that Whistler was okay. Jack, being, such a bad A, just slammed it back and was like, let's party, let's go. And Robin got a little intoxicated and maybe made some accidental overt flirts, which, but in the end, everyone had a really fun time. We ate Yeti cuisine and shared some Yeti culture. And I believe that brings us to where we are now. If anyone has anything they want to throw in, that's cool by me, but that's what I got.
And then, Amelie, if you want to talk about the charity.
Yes. Just trigger warning real quick, that please, if your triggers include self-harm and suicide, please jump ahead for 1 minute, and I'm actually going to time myself to make sure. So this month, our charity is To Write Love on Her Arms. And it is a charity that promotes awareness and support for people who have self-harmed or have suicidal ideation and have attempted suicide. It is one that is near and dear to several members of this group for personal reasons. And we really appreciate their work and the love that they put towards the people who need it in this world. So that was actually closer to 40 seconds, but I just wanted to let people know so that they could skip ahead if need be.
All right, and then Annika, you want to talk about January? We have a panel.
Yes, so we are going to be attending SnailCon, a virtual convention that'll be held on Discord. And we will be doing a panel. It's officially called Femmes and LGBTQ in Gaming, but I've been calling it Femmes and Thems in Gaming because it rolls off the tongue better. The schedule has not been released as of us recording this, but when all of that gets said and done, we'll be posting about it all over social media and everything. And the convention is from January 8th to the 10th. It's run by some lovely people. So, yeah.
Monica, can you is there a fee involved in this convention, or
Nope.
is it a okay?
Everything they do, it's just like if you want to give them money, you can buy merch and you can donate Ko-fi. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
everything goes to charity. Like, the people who run the convention don't get any money from it.
Rad. So yeah, you can see what kind of organizations that Yas aligns themselves with, that we align ourselves with.
Yep.
So, yes, Pax did a wonderfully lovely recap. So, we're in the Frostfell. So, for me, the middle column, you guys are not there because it's Alyssa, then Mike, then Dave. So, I'm going to ignore you guys for just a second. So, I'm going to go to the columns on the left and to the right. You guys have just gotten finished eating a lovely bit of some sort of roast stew something. You guys are have eaten the stew. Whistler is just now coming to. Whistler, you guys notice, especially Aster will notice Whistler's eyes kind of opening. It's been about an hour, and that's how long the intoxication effects have lasted on Whistler. So you wake up, Whistler, on a stone ground.
Next to now cold food. Because I did bring you food at one point. So now it's all just cold.
I would like to bring Whistler some water, which I assume, given a plethora of ice and some heat, is easily available.
Yeah.
I look at it very suspiciously and then squint at you.
It will help you feel better. Trust me.
Trust me. Just realize it's not moonshine and glugging it.
Also,
please.
None
of this is grass.
Your head is probably going to hurt for a while. Here, have some food. This lovely congealed bowl of goo.
Oh god, that's right. It was like a stew. Cold stew, delicious.
I mean, I could do prestidigitation.
There we go.
Make it warmer.
All better.
Whistler, that's not even lying. You've eaten worse. You have totally eaten worse, at the very least on a dare. At the very least on a dare.
Bugs don't taste that bad.
So this, as everybody else,
delicious stew. I'm going to say it is delicious stew.
This mystery meat, mystery vegetable stew is amazing. So,
says the person with the cast iron stomach.
So this family has kind of settled into their after dinner thing. One of the kids is drawing, continues to draw, and the other one, kind of with you, Aster, has their flute out and is like playing the flute. You notice that the bigger of the two kids, it's probably the older of the two kids, as you get up and move around, you look on like down their back. And as opposed to being this like white gray, there is a stripe, what we would call a mohawk stripe of blue. From the middle of their back down to the between their shoulder blades down into like the small of their back. Just thought I'd like to point that out.
Nice.
Does it look like part of their fur, or is it kind of
make an insight check?
Like
make an insight check.
It'll only go well.
Don't tug at it.
12. Yep. That's what that is.
You can kind of tell. That was good enough. You got above a 10. That this is not natural. That they have in fact dyed their fur.
Ew.
Because teenager.
It's fun to try. I'm just gonna make a bunch of clicking sounds until I get their attention.
They're the one that's drawing, and they kind of look up at you, and they're like, "Aista?
Aista?"
Point
to the flute.
May I check to see if I recognize that it's not natural as well?
Sure, make an insight.
11.
It's above a 10, so yeah, you can definitely tell that this is dyed.
So what I'm gonna do is I have like just an extra couple of small little things of paint on me, and I'm going to break out like the brightest blue that I have and gift it to them as a thank you for their hospitality.
So Whistler is saying words that Whistler does not understand, which makes this teenage Yeti very confused.
As a Whistler do.
And they're like, Aista, and you start pointing at their back. And just at that point, Jack walks over with this little small pot of blue paint, and they're like, and what did I make the word for thank you? Let me get back to my Yeti language. Nope. I did not write down. Yes, Volstar. Oh, Volstar. Volstar. Oh, Volstar. And you can see them kind of run over to their bed and like kind of put it in like a very precious space. This is about the time that back on the prime material plane, Zareth, you see coming up the same sort of group of 4 people that you saw the last time you were with these people that were closing the portal. And the little halfling sees you and is like, oh, hi. You're with the group with the... yes, I've seen you before, right? Oh, David, you're muted.
Yes, they're in there. Do I need to fetch them?
Oh, if you would. They went through the portal. We didn't ask them to go through the portal, but yes, if they're easily fetchable, please go get them.
Yes, I reminded them. And he turns and walks through the portal. And in a loud voice, just kind of raps, it is time to go. They're closing the portal. And I will wait with a slightly cross look on my face.
So, Zareth,
is this face any different than how you normally look?
No, it is not.
Just pointing that out.
Should we roll perception to see if we hear him?
Yeah, I'm going to get there. Zareth, so when you first walk in, you are immediately just cold AF. Like, it's cold in here. You don't want to... So you're even more upset because now you're cold. So, like, you told them not to go in there, and you're like, oh, it's cold. Your body just can't handle it. So I need everybody that is in the Yeti's yurt to make a perception check. Whistler, you're still a little groggy. You have disadvantage.
15.
I'm also like trying to ask the Yeti kid how they dyed their hair because I fully want to do one of this to my feathers.
11.
Okay. So if anybody got a 13 or higher, you hear Zareth calling out.
Nope.
I think our new... I got a dirty 20, so I'm just going to say it out loud. I think that our new friend is impatient for us to return.
Yes, I think that we should probably wrap this up. Yes?
But it's cold.
But it's not that long a walk back, no?
I was attached to the Yeti's back. I didn't notice anything.
Oh,
it's maybe about 20 yards, all of like 60 feet to the portal. So.
Is it possible that the Emerald Protectorate is here and they are going to close the portal?
I mean, probably.
I just heard that it's time to go.
Close the portal.
Well, as sad as I am to leave, because this has been absolutely wonderful, I think that we should say our goodbyes. Goodbye.
So you guys start getting up, and start moving. And Whistler, you feel a poke on your shoulder from up high because this kid is still taller than you. They're like 7 feet tall. And the one who has the blue streak down their back hands you a picture. And you look at it, and it's a picture of you passed out on the floor.
Oh my god. I give...
just like hold it to my chest. Like, I love it.
I go up to Talar, and I pull out my nice raccoon figure made out of wood that I got at the summer swell, and I give it to him. And I say whatever thank you was.
He goes,
Volstar.
And he goes, and Musna goes over to the shelf and pulls out a little vial that's about. It's very small for her. So in her hand, it looks like this. Like she's in. So, but for you guys, it's like holding something about this size. So just as an FYI, and she hands it over to Finland. She kind of holds it out to you. She goes, Asta. And she kind of goes,
Oh.
It's corked and everything. So it's in a blue glass vial. It's corked and everything, but it's some sort of drinkable. You know that for sure.
I'm very excited about this. Yes. I like say thank you in like 5 languages and like bow and like very excitedly gesticulate.
I just want to catch Aster's eyes seeing this and just be like, we're gonna die. Whatever that drink is will kill us. Like, that's what I'm trying to imply.
So for the friends that are gathering up, the family kind of walks you outside of their yurt, outside of the flap, and they do the good old Beverly Hillbillies where they wave at you as you walk towards the portal. As they wave by, you have exchanged gifts and such. The one that's playing the flute kind of plays you a little tune as you guys walk away. They're like, I can't make flute noises, so we're just gonna pretend. Annika, put in a flute noise right there. And you guys see Zareth standing right outside the portal. What do you look like, Zareth, as you are standing there?
He's got his magical compass in one hand, and he's holding a firebolt in the other, just to keep himself warm. And he's looking at the little at his navigator's tools, and he says, "Nothing of value here," as he closes it and walks through the portal.
So Zareth, as soon as Zareth sees that you guys are walking, is like, "Nope," and just leaves again. He's like, "I'm out."
I try to like hold up the picture the Yeti gave me, like, value.
I think it's good he doesn't think there's anything of value here. We don't want him to bring his people back here.
You're right. Nothing of value.
That's right. Nothing of value. This place sucks. Let's go.
So you all walk out. Everybody, falls out of the portal, and you see the Kita and the other 3 members of the Emerald Protectors here. It's like, oh, you're all fine. Is everybody okay? What kind of? Where did you guys go?
Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. They're wonderful. We made new friends.
Oh, that's just great. Oh, that's wonderful. What were they? Where was it though? What was it? Was it like
cold? It was where the cold is. That's
like a bunch of snow and ice.
Yeah.
Arcana
check. To close it because it was really cool.
Go. Yeah, Zareth, you can make an Arcana check. Yeah, go for it.
16 plus 8 would be
24. Yeah, you know automatically it's the Frostfell. It's the elemental plane of ice.
I just say Frostfell, sneeze, look more annoyed, and walk off stage left.
Stage left. And Keith is like, oh, that's fascinating. I wish we had more time. I'm sorry you made friends and we're going to cut off your entrance to them, but we kind of need to close this portal. We have to close all of the portals. I'm sorry. Maybe you can get...
Why?
Why?
Well,
they were
because
so cool.
I don't know if you guys...
friendly.
Well, not everything in the Frostfell is friendly. Not
everything here is friendly.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not equipped to handle these big bug creatures and stuff, and maybe you can find a way to get back to there somehow, but right now, I'm following orders, you guys. I just gotta close the portal. I'm sorry. So you see them start doing all this stuff, and just as this is happening, you see Bastet walking from the north. She has got a bag full of herbs at her side. Nice. As Bastet now re-enters the picture, and Bastet, you see your friends kind of shivering, covered in melting snow, and yeah, that's what you come across. And it is not cold out. It is not snowing here whatsoever. So, by the way, Alyssa, you are on mute. So if you want to say anything, you're muted.
No, just, scribbling do down the way.
And look, Bastet is back. You missed nothing.
late.
Oh, yeah, I found some great plants and stuff like that. Why are y'all frosty? Like, it's pretty temperate here,
We just went on a little hike through the snow.
We met some cool yetis, like yeti things.
As Robin shows you their picture of the Yeti.
Sure.
And I hold up the picture of drunk.
I don't have the materials here, but like I've dyed feathers before if you want me to try and like dye your feathers.
No tea, no shade?
No lemonade.
Yeah, I mean like and I pull my hair back behind my ear and like I actually have a multicolored feather earring hanging from my ear. And it's clearly not naturally colored. Like I dyed it. It's not well painted. It was more of a test than anything else. But it's
Is it bright and colorful?
Yeah, it's actually in purples and oranges. So like what I had tried to do was dye it all purple and then bleach some of it like spots orange. And so you can tell where like the bleach ran just a little bit, and so like it's a little bit runny. But it's supposed to be purple with orange polka dots.
Whistler loves it and is immediately like, which feather should I do it on? What about this one, baby? Over here? What about this one?
So you guys...
I'll definitely get with Mom when we get back to town and see if what materials we can grab.
So you guys are reconvening. Kita and the Emerald Protectors are doing their thing. Zareth, as the only one really attuned to the arcane, and you can see things like plane shift and gate tile style stuff being cast. And you guys notice, if you want to pay attention to the ritual, you do notice that the portal starts visibly shrinking. Like it doesn't automatically just close, but it's like a spell after spell after spell like closes it to like the small portal. Other than that,
Finland's going to, so she doesn't have a horn on her, but she's got a little whistle. And she's going to stand in front of the portal, and she's going to do sort of a Minotaur mini funerary, where she's going to have a drink from the bottle, and she's going to blow a little tune on the whistle, and then pour a little bit of the alcohol out on the ground and just stand there and like watch the portal close.
Aster's gonna try and like with my performance skills try and like match whatever Finland is playing with my lute.
Yeah, you definitely get some harmonized things. And like some,
it would be beautiful and mournful, but it's on a signal whistle, so
I'll do most of the playing.
It's essentially being played on a kazoo. Like
I'll do most of it then.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
This isn't one that I'm familiar with because like I've never been to any of the Minotaur funerals, so like I'm just sitting there like, what are...
I actually have a kazoo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Where would you like to do next? You have officially gone to 2 portals that you know of and had them closed. As a group, what would you like to do now? It is maybe mid-afternoon.
So we're heading towards the 3rd portal, though. Yeah,
the original plan was to go back through town,
right?
To make sure that, like, if we needed rest, we could grab that. If we need to restock on supplies, that sort of thing. So
I guess we just walk back with the rest of the crew with the Emerald Protectors, right? Yeah, they're going back to town, so we could just go with them.
If you guys would like to ask how long they're going to be, you can do that because you don't know how long this is going to take.
That's true.
But do we know about how far from town we are?
Make a nature check.
Or I'll just ask them. How long did it take him to get
There you go. Kita goes, since it took us about 6 hours to get out here.
This is fine. I think I vote for dinner at Cream and showers.
Yeah.
Good plan.
What is Cream?
Which way is
Yeah.
home?
Oh, Zareth did ask a question. Zareth just asked, "What is cream?"
It is
it's a pub.
And not a pub, only a pub at night. It's a cafe.
And after things there.
So you get Zareth at like all at once. Like 3 people are like, "It's a cafe, it's a pub, it's a pub," and you're like,
It's a magical place
we go.
with delicious food and yummy
where we
drinks.
go to spend time as friends.
Hate it.
There's cool shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dinner and
Okay.
Do you have drag?
Zareth
In the
will go
astral
there.
sea, do you have drag?
nice libations.
We're gonna
What
find out.
What is a drag? Is that
You're going
that's
to-
at the bow of the ship, right? Like when it
Yeah,
When-
yeah, it's just like that.
That's very close. Yes.
well then Zareth knows what a drag is.
You'll like this. This is gonna
We
be
all
just
just
like that.
Dareth will go there.
Oh my gosh.
To be
What's
fair,
a-
like a month ago, I didn't know either.
This is a hell of a way to bring someone to their first drag show, though.
So yes, as you guys walk, since we kind of lost about an hour of just RP, would you guys like to have some of this, maybe reconsider some of the conversations you guys had about culture and stuff? If you guys want to do that, talk to Zareth about where he's from, talk about friendship, whatever. Because you guys just have like 6 hours.
Pony talk again. Yeah. Jack,
Yeah.
did you want to ask Finland about her little ceremony? Or
Okay, so what song was that? Like it sounded like taps, but like weird, like sad.
I don't know the taps. It is known as calling to the herd is the best way I guess I could translate it. And it is the song that we play when a minotaur has died. And the song is played on the horn of that minotaur before so the minotaurs are what's the word when you are made into ashes?
Burn.
Cremation.
Cremated.
That's it, cremation. And then they are put in an urn, and during that there is singing and there is drinking and people tell stories, and they play this song, the calling to the herd song during the funerals.
That is similar to how it works in my country.
Yes.
We give their flesh to the stars that they may be reborn and return to us.
You also make it.
So you actually have like a community thing going on?
Yes, all of my friends have been given to the stars.
All of your friends?
Yes,
Did something terrible?
I've been in conflict and war for the past 50 years. I am the last one.
That sounds like something terrible to me.
Would you like a new friend? I could be your friend.
I do not know that you wish to be my friend.
Of course I want to be your friend. You're all
Just a couple
alone.
weeks ago, most of us barely knew each other.
Yeah, like a week ago.
Like a week ago.
It's like 2 weeks. It's like 2 weeks at least.
This week has been 5 months long, my friend.
Just like
you know what?
2020.
Just like 2020.
A stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet.
That is interesting to think about.
So does anybody else want to add anything else about their funeral practices? Like, does Bostet want to talk about her culture's funeral practices, or Whistler, as someone who is very intimate with the washing and preparing of dead bodies?
Whistler has been listening to this very closely and is just like fascinated. She's clearly trying to take mental notes, but she's very dumb. And will probably brokenly try with little like words stolen from all of you to explain how they prepare the dead in the Temple of the Raven Queen and how there are ceremonies and it's trying to convey that it's respectful of whoever, like what the preference of the survivors are, or the dead, and how they're buried. Just she lives in a cemetery.
What is it like to live in a city of the dead?
Quiet.
That's fair. I sort of walked right into that one, didn't I?
Bastet, do you want to share anything about Tabaxi, like traditional Tabaxi funerary practices?
Come as weird compared to everybody else's practices. You know, I don't know what Jack or Aster or Robin do. You know, Robin's from a halves, is half Tabaxi, so I'm slightly worried that when I describe what we do, they're going to be like, say what? So I'm going to hold that back for now and just be like, okay, we have some normal practices,
I think there's like a lull in the conversation, right? After Whistler's like, it's quiet and everybody's just kind of like looking at their feet, looking at the trees, like, like whatever. And Fenelon actually kind of falls back to where Aster is and is like, what do elves do?
My cat wants attention right now. I'm sorry. Oh, he left.
That is the most cat thing.
Yeah,
the cat
wants attention
left
until I stop paying attention to him. Yeah. He's looking at me now like, what's wrong with you? Sorry, what'd you ask?
What is it that elves do?
Well, that's a good question that I don't know. Growing up with a whole family of a bunch of different people, we just came up with our own thing.
What was that like?
We put them in a boat, sailed the boat off, light the boat on fire. It's beautiful.
Wait, they're in a boat?
Yeah, so we put them in the boat, sail them off and down the river, because we live on a mountain, and there's a river that goes down, and then the boat goes up in flames. Because we're all drag performers, so you gotta go out in style.
That is certain. I mean, we're not on a boat. It's just a platform. It doesn't go anywhere. But I mean,
and the boat does drag, which makes sense for a drag performance.
Yeah, there you go. He's got a good point.
Xerath is really trying to fit in, even
we also, a lot of people don't die because a lot of people in House Dauntless live really freaking long. Because I mean, for one, humans don't like joining our squad. So we just have a lot of people who live for freaking ever almost.
To be fair, humans also don't like joining our squad. Not a lot of people like to live with the Minotaurs. I'm going to be honest.
Humans are like, oh, drag? That's too much work.
I had never thought about it. Well, I guess I had thought about it, but not a lot. But I will live longer than pretty much everybody in my town.
Tabaxi have 9 lives. So,
and we're all like, huh?
Didn't you grow up knowing, Robin, that Tabaxi have 9 lives?
I have whole conversations.
Uh-oh.
I'm over here.
9 lives.
Look.
So do you mean you literally...
Whistler is very dumb. Whistler goes, 9 lives. Oh, shit.
9 lives. Much like this episode. 9 lives.
So, like, Whistler,
like, literally, like, you die and you... How's... I've lost words. How's that work?
Who are you asking?
What was wrong?
I'm asking how you have 9 lives. Because, I mean, I read. I've just never heard of somebody. I mean, unless you're coming back as like a ghost or a necromancer brings you back. So, do your people just keep getting brought back by necromancers? Is it just like a whole town of like lich kitties? Like, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around what you're telling me right now.
I can't Esther can't comprehend that. It's like, oh.
Robin is very, very clearly trying as hard as they can to just not be in this conversation. They're just like
drawing real hard.
Out. Are you drawing real intently? Like just not into it.
I guess Bastet has not heard the word necromancer before, so technically, yeah, it's a bunch of lich kitties like that come back. You know, we mummify. You know, we preserve the body of the person so that when they are brought back, that their body is still intact.
Oh shit! You're serious? I thought you were joking about the 9 lives.
No.
Whistler looks horrified. This is not what she learned about Tabaxi. 9 lives.
Wait.
So Aster full on thinks you were bullshitting them for the whole time.
I need to know this though, right now. Bastet, are you on your first life or are you a lich kitty?
No,
I'm like reaching for my battle axe.
Wait, we stopped. Like the whole group has stopped, and now we're all just facing Bastet. Like, what's happening?
So, I am on my first life. You know, most of the paladins and other sort of like do-gooders, are on their first lives, but we do try to manage the next 8 lives of those cats. There's a system. It's pretty complicated. I don't know how to go further in it.
There's a lot of spreadsheets and like charts.
There are a lot of charts and like statistics, and we do mental health, we do emotional health to see how people are feeling and doing, because that does affect your life when you do come back. And we try to keep a maintained attitude. And if we see that person is going downhill towards the dark side, we do try to influence them back to being a better Tabaxi. It's very
we're all just standing here in a half circle looking at Bastet, just like
Zareth flips through his spell book, opens it up to a particularly gnarly necrotic page and says, "Oh yeah, totally possible." Flips it over to the Raise Dead spell and says, "Yay, I mean, you could. I don't know why you would burn those resources, but it's totally possible."
Well, I guess we'll keep you on hand in case something happens to Bastet.
And then Whistler's over here. What is it?
Down.
Hashtag helping.
Yeah, Whistler sits down.
Yeah, just no. This is all very bad.
I like look at Whistler and I go down and I tell Whistler, it's okay, she's just bullshitting you. Don't just ignore it.
Make a deception check. Aster, make a deception check. Whistler, make an insight check.
Okay.
Showmanship versus bird brain. Go!
Oh, cool. I got a 15.
Oh, yeah. So you believe wholeheartedly that what Aster says, Bastet is completely bullshitting you.
Yes. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm not a lich. No, I'm not a lich. In my next life, I will be though. But I plan to be a good lich.
But in this life, you still eat pancakes, right?
Bullshit.
We can do pancakes. I need pancakes. A lot of pancakes.
Let's keep going! And Aster keeps walking.
So as you guys are heading south, you head near an area of the Emerald Weald that is kind of a little bit more rocky and hilly. Zareth, in your head, as you are walking past this area, you start feeling a buzzing in your head. And like it's starting in the back of your head. And it
Am I familiar with the feeling? Have I ever felt it before?
It's possible. Because I will let Mike now do the thing. Mike, do the thing.
So you're vaguely aware of someone looking out through your eyes and kind of having a passenger at the back of your head. You felt this before. It's a very unpleasant thing. It's one of the things that you've been sent to put an end to. And you're aware that you are not alone in your own head.
Zareth will stop exactly where he is, close his eyes, and sit Indian style on the ground.
Okay.
And try to calculate where this might be coming from. May I make an investigation or an Arcana check?
Do an Arcana check.
Arcana for me.
Do you guys notice Zareth just plops down, sits down, crisscross applesauce, and closes his eyes and just kind of enters this kind of like meditative like posture?
Okay,
Robin stops Pan, hops off a Pan, and says, "Hey, buddy, you okay?"
Are you
sure.
there?
Zareth doesn't say anything. Sarah, I rolled a 3 on the dice, but I'm going to burn one of my daily uses of my divination.
Okay,
and
absolutely.
I'm going to change my 3 to a 13, which I rolled a 13 and an 18 for today.
Okay.
And so I have a 21 on my Arcana check.
Okay.
So I had intended to describe that when you sit down, you see a figure sitting down opposite you. Just appears you're sitting facing someone. And
so when we all get in his face to like check on him, are we like
you're like in and out of a hologram? Like it doesn't exist for you. So this is an androgynous person. I'm picturing a gender non-compliant Tom Hiddleston. So just sort of vaguely beautiful.
Love the idea of gender non-compliant.
Because
that is me.
That is a great term.
I will say that Aster has just kept going because they were like leading everyone. So if no one stops Aster, they're gonna keep walking.
Whistler will double back for them.
In basically undyed gray, head to toe, and a little bit of a hood. So a little bit like a Fremen. Obviously not from this setting, but sort of like a desert person. And has kind of a little bit of a sneer to their face.
Okay. Let's see.
Zareth? Are you okay, Zareth? Hey.
I will open my eyes to see if I can't see you, and if I can't, I close them again.
I mean, Sarah could back this up for me, but I would imagine he'd be a little harder to see with your eyes open.
Yep.
But you'd see like a little bit of an image still with your eyes open.
Yeah. So when you have your eyes closed, it's very much like a hologram where it's very easy to tell face. Well, if you didn't have a hood, if they didn't have a hood on, but you can definitely see a shape. If you open your eyes, it's like the sun coming through a hologram. So it's like just kind of a blob. So when you have your eyes closed, it's a much more clear for you.
Sarah, if with my 21, I have the banishment spell. Do I need to like push him out of some dimension or pull him into some dimension, and will that spell help me at all?
Banishment is for a physical body, not for a mental image, so it would not help you.
So they will actually say banishment isn't going to work.
And the only person who hears this is Zareth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not here, silly.
Well, where are you?
Wherever you are.
Real quick question: Is Zareth saying this all in his head, or is he asking these questions out loud?
Zareth, are you?
I will say them out loud.
Okay.
And so I will also say.
Yeah, you guys
will
want to have a conversation.
I will also say to him, I will not let you see through my eyes.
Zareth, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
I look at I look at all the people who could possibly have any like knowledge of gods or anything like that. I'm sort of, hey, paladin people.
So
and I'm
Mike, what is your spell save DC?
So Sarah, I was going to play along with this.
Okay.
I will let him push me out.
Okay.
And find a nearby toad.
Okay.
Occupy the toad and look dramatically over at him.
Okay.
Does anybody know how to do an exorcism? I think we need an exorcism.
So, Zareth, you successfully pull this other person out. Push this other person out of your brain. And if you open your eyes again, you have all of these people who you've known for like 2 days surrounding you going like, Zareth, hey buddy, like.
Yes. The Eater of Intellect is somewhere nearby. Do I see a dramatic toad?
The ether, what?
Make a perception check to see if you see the dramatic toad.
Can I use my passive perception?
What is your... Sure, yeah, you see...
Can you roll at advantage because I'm trying real hard to be seen?
Oh yeah. There is a toad. You see a toad hop out of the like underbrush and sit in the middle of the like track you were on, and the toad just kind of ribbits menacingly.
I kick it, thinking it's just sort of in the way. I tow it over.
Ribbits menacingly.
With my 21 Arcana, can I guess that he has that he's using scrying on us?
Sure, because what you see is the toad. Normally it would have like kind of a yellowish green eyes, and now the eyes are like this weird blue gray.
Yeah, I've totally sort of kicked it back over to the underbrush,
and the toad just keeps hopping back out.
And I'm like, hey, don't kick that poor toad, Finland.
Fine, you want a pet? Now I pick it up. You want a pet?
Sarah, I'm gonna stop screwing around with the toad or the illusions.
Okay.
And telepathically send a message.
Okay. So a message to Zareth.
Poor little guy.
Okay. So Zareth,
I feel the toad.
All right, everybody else, I need you to just be quiet real quick so we can hear the message that this other person is sending to Zareth.
I didn't have to appear to talk to you. I have a message. Will we talk, or should I contact you some other less pleasant way?
Speak.
Okay, so the figure will appear again, sitting cross-legged. This is a courtesy call, my friend. You can't say that you didn't expect something like this, can you?
I haven't said anything to you yet.
You know you're not all that good at keeping your mind closed, right? Point being, I think we both know what you've been up to. So far, the things that you've done have cost you nothing. There is a lot that can be done here. These people need help. This place has many dangers. The path you're on carries a very heavy cost. So the courtesy call is to suggest, as a friend, that maybe you go fight the good fight somewhere that will cost you and your new friends less.
So I'm guessing, and I'll say this out loud. So I'm guessing, little friend, that you haven't heard of me either. That you don't know who I am. I am Zareth Stormcaller. I kill Magi like you. It is my specialty. It is the thing for which I have trained for years. And I have a dozen heads just like yours. So if you wish to have a pleasant rest of your life, I recommend that you don't make this difficult for me.
Impossible. Sarah, I need to send you a message.
Go for it. And you guys are all just sitting around. Oh, hi, Steve. Look, it's a wild Steve appears. And then leaves.
Wild.
He was showing me a glitch from his video game. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
I want to roll and see if I know what a Moggy is.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
It
I don't expect anything.
It's a draconic word for magic user.
19.
So you guys again are hearing one half of this conversation. You are hearing what Zareth is saying to you guys, seemingly nobody.
Oh yeah, no, I was sitting there like playing with like the toad playing keep away with Robin, and then when Zareth starts his little I am Zareth the Stormcaller, I'm just now standing there like holding a wiggly toad staring at him because it's like, what is happening?
Yeah, when he said my little friend, Robin was like, oh, he means me. Oh, I hope he doesn't mean me.
I did not mean you.
Like, what is a Moggy?
If you guys, if you got a 15 or higher on your intelligence check, you would know that that's a draconic word for magic user.
I'm smart.
What got me was the I won't let you see through my eyes. And so I step in front of Zareth and I just say, are you a liability?
My God.
My eyes are still closed. So Zareth will say, not yet. Hold.
I drop the toad. What do you mean by yet?
Will you tell us before you become a liability?
If you're really that slow answering, I'm reaching for my weapon.
Yeah,
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry. I sent my instructions to the wrong chat. I have a very puzzled client. You're about to see why, because a random client of mine, a corporate client, just got this.
Oh, God. So I'm going to put myself between Zareth and Jack and say, wait, this is our friend now. What do you mean liability? We've got to protect him. Something must be possessing him.
Where's my player's handbook?
I have it right here.
Give me a second.
And actually, Zareth, you like, so the Daniel, you hear a click as Zareth takes the sword off of his belt and tosses it away from himself.
You guys notice centered on where Finland is standing, the ground becomes inky and black. And from a 20-foot radius around Finland, the ground basically turns into tar. Anybody standing where Finland definitely has to, it's a square, 20-foot square. So anybody who's standing within about 10 feet of Finland on all sides needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And what is the spell save DC? Is it 17?
Let me check.
I will say that when
Dex,
Whistler
right?
pulled
Dex.
Aster back, Aster's like keeping a fair distance away, leaning up against a tree because we're still like in the woods. So Aster's just kind of really disgruntled because they want to go take a bath. They want to go back.
16?
How close are you to Zareth?
Okay. So, who does anybody else, who was Robin close to Finland?
I'm right in front of Zareth, between Zareth and Jakad, so it depends on how close Finland was to
I'm
Zareth.
probably 3 feet away from Zareth.
Yeah.
So
I can't
Zareth,
imagine this being more than 10 feet.
So basically, everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
By the way, I got a 1.
Oh, good. Mike, if you want to go ahead and roll 3d6.
I can think of nothing that I would rather do.
But me,
Okay.
I am not near you, people. I just want to go back.
While everyone's rolling, I just wanted to clarify that, like, I was trying to make my tone more warrior to warrior rather than, like, I wasn't trying to intimidate anybody. It was just a...
It sounded like the shift to Soldier Jack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, we need to be on the same page on this.
So if you got a 16 or higher on your dexterity saving throw, so what was the damage? 18?
18.
So if you got if you got lower than a 16, you take 18 bludgeoning damage as the ground turns to tar and is like slapping you. If you got a 16 or higher than a 16, you take 9 bludgeoning damage. As the ground itself starts attacking you with like these weird black inky tentacles, and then it fades back into being the ground. And Zareth, your brain is cleared and free of the presence that was just in there.
Sarah, do I need to roll with disadvantage? My eyes are closed and I'm sitting cross-legged.
No,
I passed
no,
it.
no,
Okay.
it's no.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, I am 10. I didn't take anything. I'm not near you people.
So you guys all notice, again, the ground below you, centered on Finland, in a 20-foot square, the ground become inky black tar, and then it just starts sucking you in and like hitting you and like you're constricting your legs, and then it turns back to the ground that you were standing on.
I think Finland had, as soon as it started, actually grabs her weapon, and as she's kind of looking behind her and it pulling her forward, she's actually going to kind of trip and fall. And so she's basically on a knee down when the thing is kind of before it dissipates, and it's starting to kind of panic.
Whistler, what are you doing? And then we'll send it to Mike.
Can I tell? I took half damage on that. Can I tell if this is anything like? Because this appears to be coming from nowhere. So can I do like a religion check or something to get some kind of feel?
Yeah, and then once I get your answer, I'll send it to Mike, and you can do the thing.
It's a 6, so.
Nah.
I think we're good.
Yeah, you got nothing. Mike, do what you wanted to do.
Okay.
To Finland. Sorry, to Aster, yeah.
Yes.
Aster. So Aster, you hear, and it's tenuous, almost like a radio signal that's not quite coming in properly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a small voice. And small as though like yelling down a hallway trying to get to you.
So like far away, small.
Distance, yeah.
Yeah.
Beware the Gith! He's a spy! And then the signal is cut off.
It's a Gith.
Do you say that out loud? Did you say that out loud?
Has it dissipated now? Has it
dissipated?
As soon as it dissipates, as far as Finland is concerned, like there is one person who cast this. And I just leap forward and tackle Zareth to the ground, and I've got like my knee on his windpipe. I'm pinning his arms down, like, and basically,
Zareth, are you fighting back?
Roaring.
Nope.
Okay, and you hear from like 30 feet away, you hear Aster confusedly go, "What the heck is a Gith?"
Do we know?
I think I know that.
I had actually rolled a 17, and so I would like
On
to
what?
say that, like, I'm sorry,
17 on what?
on that dex saving throw.
Okay.
So I would like to say that, like, I kind of kept my wits about me because I was able to only get 9 damage. And so, like, what I did was I did try to, because I had Robin right in front of me and Zareth right in front of them, like I was grabbing Robin and like strategically falling basically, and I like fell into Zareth, knocking him off balance, which allowed for Finland to successfully come over and pin him. Like the whole idea was not to knock him down, it was to try and get us out of that circle, and it worked.
Yeah.
What have you done?
He points to like the bludgeoned part of his own face and says, "You think I attacked myself with the spell?" Because Zareth clearly took damage from the spell.
Yeah.
It is if you cast a spell at me and it just happens to get you, these things happen. But you are the only one walking around with a book full of very nasty spells. We don't know you. So tell me, what did you do?
I think he's possessed, Finland.
What?
I was targeted by our foe.
I kind of released my hold a little bit. Tell us about this foe.
Zareth will sit back up and kind of massage the
place. In your lap.
Oh, by the way, you said you had tossed away your sword, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My sword is still.
Yeah, I've gone and I've picked it up.
Okay. The creature in question is capable of viewing his quarry from great distances and casting spells through objects.
What kind of creature is this, and will it happen to us?
The creature that we're hunting, the one who's opening the portals. We are getting closer to it. It is becoming afraid.
Is it in the portals?
It will be in one. Or at least the ones that I've hunted in the past.
I tell Finn in Minotauran, like, I just say, you know, I don't get the feeling that he's lying.
I sort of do the and I sort of stand up, shrug shoulders, and like, fine. In that case, you tell us everything you know right now.
Finland, would you like to make an intimidation check?
I would love to.
You get help because Whistler has been backing you up this entire time as your hype person. He's been just like pointing at you and nodding.
All right, intimidation.
Whistler has a little bit been going back and forth, but like when Fenlin's talking, he's very much like,
she makes a lot of sense.
19.
Okay, so just so you know, Zareth, that is what you were just confronted with. Very angry Finland, and everybody else except for Astor is kind of surrounding you, and Whistler and Jack are both kind of giving off slightly intimidating vibes as well. But you, so what would you like to do when confronted with this group of people?
I think that Zareth remains Zareth remains extremely calm, but we'll give you a more pointed breakdown of the creature that we're hunting as you requested. And he just, he tries to give you a more precise definition of what they are, where their lairs are, how they often create ripples in the fabric of space, which is why he's here, because he's a sailor in the astral sea. And if
does the creature have a name?
Yes, I named the creature.
It's an Alhoon. It's an Alhoon. Alhoon. And if you guys look up the information, I'm talking to the audience and to the people. If you guys look up Alhoon 5e, it's listed as an undead. We are not playing it that way, just as an FYI. So, Zareth, how much information do you give these people about what an Alhoon looks like? Just so I know as a DM what information I can read from the Alhoon page.
Sure. He gives a baseline description of what they look like physically, any particular layer or like environmental information that he knows, and he's specific that they are better with magic than he is. And
okay. So the description that you are given is something that looks like this.
An illithid.
Sexy.
Yeah. But extraordinarily pale white with like these like blue-gray eyes. So it is an illithid that practices arcane magic. And arcane magic is expressed within Mind Flayer society. So if there's an illithid that uses arcane magic, they are exiled from the hive by the Elder Brain.
And as usual, we will say, hey, we didn't crib this from another show. That was accidental.
Yeah. I just really think illithid are cool. So you don't know what this particular Alhoon's motivation is, but you do know that that's what they are. They are some form of illithid. Now, if your character, do you guys think your characters know what illithid are? Because Whistler rolled a natural 20 on that religion check a bit ago and was confused as heck. So,
I don't know, because like Minotaurs are kind of like already like an ancient culture, and they used to get around, and a lot of their very ancient culture involved caves, and it still kind of involves shallow caves. And so I would imagine that if not like scientifically up to date, that
kind of a mythological, like these things exist.
Yeah.
Just like how dinosaur bones were seen as dragon bones when people first saw these really big bones. Okay. So anybody else?
And it would be like, but this thing doesn't really exist. Like these are stories we tell children to scare them.
So
yes.
Aster, after hearing what the war, Aster is like kind of walking around in circles, like away, like just like going like, what the hell? Like trying to see if they could see anybody else around here. That really spooked them.
Are you like looking behind trees and like under leaves and stuff?
I'm like Aster's partially losing their shit. They just want to go and take a bath, and now people are talking to them, and they're like, "What the?" And they're like they're just searching at this point.
Did you ask out loud what the hell or what the heck is a gift?
I did, and the pair you guys all ignored me.
I want to know.
I wanted to roll to see if I know, because I know, but I wanted to roll to see if Robin would know, if it would be possible for Robin to know.
Okay, make just general intelligence checks.
I will say, since I don't know, Aster doesn't know, so
15.
Okay.
13.
There we go. That was not high enough, the DC, because these are more extraplanar creatures. So
yeah,
Robin,
I was like, Whistler, I know, but does Robin know?
Whistler, you don't know at all. Robin, you may have in passing in a book seen the word Gith or Githyanki or Githzerai, but you don't know what they are. You just like seen it before.
I can look it up
when you get back to town.
Research, Aster, I could.
I'm like 30 feet. I'm 30 feet away from you guys. You guys are all ganging up on this man. I'm just looking around in the woods at this point.
If I can catch sight of Aster, like kind of freaking out, I will leave the himboing to my fellow himbos, and just go check on them.
Okay, so Aster is kind of doing what you were doing like a few days ago. Had your natural like of going, what the heck is like these going on?
Mm-hmm. I know what to do. Bear hug. Here I am as your waited like
owl bear hug.
Yes,
owl bear hug. Thank you.
So you hear Phil from behind. These kind of spindly, feathery arms wrap around you, Aster.
Aster loses their goddamn mind. Because they didn't know you guys were coming. And they're just like, holy shit.
I just Amelie, where did Ducad put Robin?
Well, it just... Once I fell, when I was getting back up, it just kind of put you off to the side just a little bit to go and grab Zareth's sword. And like, I'm not doing anything intimidating with it. I'm just making sure he doesn't have access to it.
I just wanted to know where I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna suggest to Fen, like, and I'm defaulting to Minotaurin because, like, I am. Jack is not feeling comfortable with any of this situation. She can't see a specific enemy. There could be, you know, she's suddenly managing not only her friend to make sure that, you know, her friend doesn't kill a valuable source of information, but also making sure that that valuable source of information isn't going to turn on them. And so just in Minotaurin, like, she just tells Finn, like, we need to get going.
Gotcha.
Yes, we cannot stay here. It's not a defensible area. We need to find out more. As far as we know, there is one more portal, and if that's the case, then this whatever creature is going to be there. Yes.
As soon as Aster overhears we need to go, Aster like whips around and goes, "I'm ready to get the hell out of here."
And so, like, in common, I just say, "All right, let's get moving." And Jack takes up her position at the rear, making sure that nothing's coming from behind.
I'm gonna drink the healing potion, and I'm gonna offer healing potion to Zareth.
Break time. Let's go.
It's
me, Anika, with your lovely break of the game. So first off, we will be at SnailCon. Said that at the beginning. Everything has been released. Panel time. We will be doing our panel January 10th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are also going to be recording the episode and releasing it as an OOC. So look forward to that. We are working on releasing another sticker set that is all of our characters. I'm doing all of the art, so it'll take a little bit. And then also, next OOC will be going up right after this. So tomorrow you guys will be seeing the OOC if you are just a normal viewer. No Ko-fi shoutouts for this week. And then we will be getting into our Patreon shoutouts. If you would like a shoutout every week from us, all you have to do is become a 10-tier patron, and I will say your name during the video. 10-tier and 5-tier, so you can either pay either or. So this week's shoutouts, thank you to Claudia Dranovsky, Helen Gore-Laird, John B., and Adam Eiler. We really appreciate all of your work, and we look forward to seeing more. So yes. This is a really short break this time, so I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
You guys are still kind of confronting Zareth about what you need to do, what this creature is, what is a gith. You guys really don't know what a gith is. One of you has heard of it in a book somewhere.
Hey, Whistler, how tall are you? How tall is Whistler?
5'1".
How much does Whistler weigh?
Like 120, I think.
I want to do the piggyback ride. Since you came up behind me, I want to try.
All right.
Wait,
I have 14.
Are you asking if
no, I want to hold Whistler.
Back?
No, I want to hold Whistler. Yeah, I want to hold Whistler on my back with my 11 strength.
Make a strength check, Aster.
Hell yeah, 16.
Oh yeah, you successfully heft up the bird person.
Yes.
I thought I was double checking my armor because I was about to say, by the way, I'm in plate, but luckily I wear chain.
Thank God.
Your feathers?
Ooh.
Hold on.
I would like
conceptualizing.
It's like
I would like to offer Zara the healing potion and roll for friendship.
Zareth, what does rolling for friendship look like for you? What kind of roll would Robin need to make a roll for friendship with Zareth?
Oh, I'm evil, so deception.
So, Robin, make just a general charisma check.
My charisma's not my best stat. Let's see here. I get a 13 and I offer, I'm having a potion. I say, you look roughed up. Do you need a potion?
Zareth takes the potion, quaffs it, and puts a hand on your head and says, "Thank you, little one."
So that's 2d4 plus 2, because it's a regular healing potion. So what would you like to do?
I think we are
on heading back to Rendenhurst?
So when we last before the break, we had literally Finn is up front as per usual, Jack is in the rear as per usual, and we've started the safety march through the forest.
Okay.
Whistler is on Aster's back.
It's to the same tune as Safety Dance, but it has it's more marchy.
Yeah. It's like Safety Dance if it were being played by a marching band.
And before we start, Zareth will turn to Jack with like one hand out and say, "My sword."
Jack raises one eyebrow and gives it and like hands it back and just says, "Do not make me regret this." And again, it's not intimidation. It's just soldier to soldier. Like, I am counting on you to prove me right in doing this.
Fear not, Jack. If the creature takes your mind, I will do the same for you. And he continues to walk.
As you guys continue your safety march, we can march if we want to. We can march all the time.
We won't leave your friends behind.
We can't do any more than that because then we'd have to pay royalties. Okay. So, as you guys do this, you all start feeling it's odd as you walk because it's kind of this hilly area, and you've been told that this creature is nearby. There's almost like you guys know the buzz of electronics. That's just like the electronic buzz in the background. Like it's not. It's some of us it affects very deeply. Like I have to turn all my electronics off at night, or I can't get to sleep. So,
do you know what Sarah's talking about, or are you neurotypical?
I can hear the
but I don't get
that buzzing.
Yeah. So you've got the buzzing, and it's almost like it's just like a very, very low and it doesn't get any louder or quieter, but as you guys are walking, all of a sudden, like the first person enters kind of this area, and there's just a slow like in the back of inside of your ear and like back here in your head. It affects every
where I stop with my feet planted, do my usual like everybody stop. I'm gonna just put my hands on the shaft of the axe, but look, I'm gonna just check everything. I'm looking for anything that looks even a shadow.
Make an investigation check.
Can I use my of investigation?
Which is what? What's the number?
23.
And what'd you get? Natural 20?
Yeah.
So no, Finland got a natural 20. Finland, because you were using your sight and you were looking for something present, you were hearing. You can hear, see, smell, all of those senses that you rely on are bringing you nothing.
Oh my god. It's invisible. I don't like it. Okay.
Zareth, you are a little bit more experienced with this. You know this is a psychic thing. I rolled a d6. Finland was a 1. Aster was 2. Bostet was 3. Jock was 4, Robin was 5, and Whistler was 6. I rolled a 6. Whistler, I need you to roll a D100. Roll some percentile dice for me.
Boy.
Because I'm using something from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Okay.
Fun.
Can I do detect magic to see if I can see the aura of where this magic is?
You can do detect magic. Are you casting the detect magic spell, or are you using your divine sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
detect magic spell.
Gotcha.
Let me see what my plus is.
I think this is 50. I got 50 and a 0, so I don't think that becomes a 5.
I got
just 50.
You got 500. Yay!
Detect magic just happens. So in a 30-foot radius around you, you can detect magic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't detect any source of anything, but this magic is unlike that is kind of just surrounding you. This faint buzz is unlike any magic that you have ever experienced before. It is not necrotic. It is not abjuration. It is not evocation or conjuration or transfiguration or, did I already say aberration? Any of the like 6, 7 like normal schools of magic that you were familiar with. This is none of them.
What about the weird little creatures that were in the rock that felt, you'd have that weird...
No, that felt very elemental.
Okay, elemental.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is a completely unfamiliar type of magic to you.
Okay.
Oh, yes, Gareth, go ahead.
Go ahead and say that the creature is...
Whistler, as you walk in, because you rolled a 50, 47 to 52, I'm going to read you what it says. For 1 hour, the creature gains the ability, I've kind of modified it a little bit because it's not all of you, it's just one person, gains the ability to communicate telepathically with any creature it can see within 60 feet. If the target understands any language, it can respond telepathically. Whistler, you can speak normally through telepathy. You do not speak through phrases because that's a vocalization you have to do. Telepathically, when you can communicate in full thoughts and phrases.
There is something here, but I cannot see it. I cannot smell anything, but does everybody feel and hear this buzzing?
Yes, and I tried to figure out which magic it is, but it's not a class of magic I've ever seen before. And I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. It's just surrounding us.
Sarah, quick question.
Yes.
You said I can only talk to one creature at a time?
One creature at a time, but as long as you can see them and they're within 60 feet of you. It's one person at a time. It's basically like the message spell, but there's no really word limit.
Okay, cool.
Zareth, is this what you are describing? Is the Alhun here?
You get a picture of Sarah, can I share my thoughts with them directly?
Just Whistler. Whistler's the only one that has telepathy right now. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Unless you have a spell, then no.
I do not. No.
Okay. So Whistler's the one I rolled a 6.
To Fenlin, telepathically, I'll just be like, yeah, I hear it too. It's so weird.
Fenlin, you hear a voice.
What is... Who is this? I am looking around because there is clearly another individual. Show yourself.
I am reacting to this. I'm just like, what? What is it? What are you hearing?
Is Finland possessed too?
Someone is talking in my
head. Do you
head.
think Finland's possessed now?
Are you possessed?
I don't know. I have a voice in my head. Wait. There is a voice in my head asking me if I am possessed. Is that normal?
Can I roll something to think of that as something that is there something that I could roll to figure out if that's
something Whistler has to roll?
Whistler.
Whistler, make an intelligence check. I know that's not your best.
Are you sure? is that? It's a 12.
Whistler, it may be you.
Wait, what? What? I'm waiting.
Wait, there's a voice in your head. Is the voice in your head the voice in my head? What is the voice in my head saying?
Okay, wait. Voice in my head. What is your name?
Whistler, do you say your name?
I whistle. My name.
Oh. Wait, Whistler, is this you?
What me?
Are you talking to me?
Am I talking to you?
I just turn and look at Aster, where I'm like, what's happening?
Aster, can you hear me?
So, Aster, you just hear that.
Wait, is that to me or is that still to Fenlin?
No, now Whistler is, Whistler can communicate I can't talk right today. Telepathically, one person at a time. So she has switched from just happening to communicate with Fenlin to targeting you.
So I'm right next to you. Don't have to
yell.
But Whistler's mouth isn't moving.
This is my voice. You can hear me in my voice, in my thoughts. You're in my head. You're in my head.
Well, you have a nice voice. I'll give you that.
Sitting in front of you.
You're still on my back.
Skimming around. Can you slapping your shoulders just to...
What? I put you down.
We are the most feared heroes in all the land.
Are we though?
I'm like, I'm very intimidating.
We're the Fearsome Six. That's what we are.
Okay, wait. So Whistler can now talk to us in our heads.
I don't have to sound like
one's talking to me in my head.
I haven't heard anything.
Jack. I don't have to say, Jack is watching to get your attention. I can just say, Jack, hey, can you hear me?
Well, that feels weird. Like,
I know, right?
So what I'm imagining is that, like, Jack's community does not deal with magic pretty much at all. Like, magic, it's not anathema, but it's just not used. So, like, the same reaction that Whistler had to the astral sea and the alien idea, Jack's now partially experiencing that. Like, what the ever-loving hell.
Okay, but why is this happening now?
We're in a magically charged area. We need to be careful, and we need to move forward.
That I
just want to like
understand.
hold my Raven Queen's symbol and just like, thank you for this gift. This is awesome. If we could just like keep this up, that would be super great. And I feel like I'm accidentally projecting this too. I'm gonna roll a die.
See who you're projecting to, yeah.
To Anika, number 1.
So Aster, you are getting Whistler's prayer to the Raven Queen.
I'm not the Raven Queen.
Oh my god, you answered!
I'm not a Raven Queen. What?
You sound a lot like my friend Aster.
Maybe that's because I am Aster and I like smack Whistler on the head.
Okay,
Whistler.
I believe Zareth when he says that we are in danger and we should move quickly.
Whistler, make a religion check first. First thing I need you to do is make a religion check.
7. All of these dice are fired.
Bastet's just over here, like, watching this, this back and forth, and is like, what?
Oh, okay, so Bassett, Whistler can telepathically talk to people now. This goes for everyone who hasn't been summoned by Whistler. Whistler can talk to you all.
Robin! Hi!
Yeah.
Hi!
Hey! Hey, Whistler, what's up?
This is my voice! It's not just me repeating your voice back at you to say my name!
That's an awesome voice. That's great.
I'm literally just repeating this over and over to each of you.
Dude, I had already said Whistler's got the great voice.
I know. I get that. Yes, I know. For everybody,
and I will tell each of you this.
It's like periodically hearing the other half of a phone call, right? But it's like getting passed around.
It's telephone.
It's Whistler 100% does not know how to focus this. Whistler, you're getting a bunch of people telepathically. You hear your friends. Like Aster's like, I'm the Raven Queen. And then you hear Robin and then Basta, and you hear your friends, and then you hear. And you're like, but something you've never experienced before, you hear something from your chest. It is something you feel almost more than there at first is a bit of cold that spreads into a warmth right where your heart is. And a low, soft, almost ethereal female voice. Let's see how well I can do this. You said, like, normally you're used to hearing things with your ears and it goes into your brain, but this is coming from here, from your heart. It's Whistler. This gift is not a gift from me. It is not a gift. Be safe. And then that warmth kind of goes back down to the coldness and then it's gone.
Aster, is this bullshit?
It's what bullshit? I'm not pretending to be the Raven Queen anymore. What the hell?
Oh, I sit down.
Oh no!
I need a minute here.
No, Whistler, we have to keep moving. We are not in a safe place.
If Whistler sits down, I'm going to fireman carry Whistler. I pick up Whistler because I'm just like, nope, we got to get moving.
Okay.
And I'm the back of the line.
Yeah, Whistler, do you try to fight this or do you accept the fireman's carry?
You know what? I'm gonna ragdoll accept this because, like, I think you know what? I'm gonna tell Jack this specifically since she's picking me up. I think the Raven Queen just spoke to me, and that was, whew, I cannot usually express myself like this. It would usually just be a lot of fluffy feathers and, I don't know, whistles and just mimicking bird sounds because that feels the great way to convey, holy shit, oh, I shouldn't say that. That feels wrong now. A god just talked to me. This is amazing. I have to tell Torbeck immediately. Wait, she said this wasn't a gift from her. This isn't for her. This is bad. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Jack is just receiving this stream of consciousness and is a little bit overwhelmed. And when she's overwhelmed, she just does what she knows how to do, which is protect. She's got the fireman carry, and she actually takes Finland's spot in the front because she's like, nope, we're moving. We're just going. I can't do anything else. I can't protect you from this. I can't figure out what's going on. We're just marching.
Bath time. Aster just wants a bath.
Whistler, you have about 50 more minutes of this telepathy left. Because it lasts for an hour.
Ranting at Jack's butt. I'm just letting that out.
And like at some point, Jack just like is thinking and like trying not to like communicate to Whistler because again, alien, not happy about this, but is just sitting there going, "Can't you talk to someone else, please?"
Oh no.
Jack's not.
Jack is not watching.
I fell to the back to pick up Jack's spot, so I'm back. A few people know.
Well, this is a good thing.
Next to Whistler.
Because after another 30 minutes or so of walking and still having this dull buzz and Whistler having this existential freak out and you guys getting snippets of just Whistler's stream of consciousness goes to every single one of you, including Zareth. Every once in a while, you get it. Like all of the other members are getting like Whistler's absolute and existential freak out in your brain.
Real quick, Whistler, when you communicate with Zareth, you get flashes of a man standing on a ship looking out over the astral sea. And just like images of like,
so that makes it even worse.
That's helping.
Wait. Is it Zareth looking out over, or is it someone else?
It's Zareth. And you see a whole bunch of people in his crew and like his big metal ship, and you see the absolute chaos of the universe, and I don't know if you can feel what he feels, but those are the images.
No, it's not an empathy, it's a telepathy, so it's only visual, and so, but you do kind of because that's something he's thinking about, so you just kind of get the bare minimum of like his thoughts as you're kind of blasting out this telepathy at people.
So I'd like to say that when that finally like settles in of what I'm seeing, I just kind of stop the constant rotation and zero in on Zareth. I'm like, that's really pretty and terrifying. What is that boat? That's the Astral Sea? That's where...
Yes, this is where I am from.
You don't seem alarmed.
Did you say that out loud, or did you say that directly to Whistler?
I say it to Whistler. I'm very familiar with telepathic communication.
Yeah.
So
that's why I was
he knew what to do. Like he wanted to share a little bit with the group about where he was from. So that's what he did.
All right. After about 30 or so more minutes of walking and this kind of buzzing, I rolled another D6. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Hang tight. Yeah, I wanna stay on that for a second. Because Whistler is slightly entranced. I mean, she grew up in Rindenhurst, so there's the river, but that does not compare to the Astral Sea.
The river, and then all of the stories that Aster has ever told Whistler.
I mean, yes, but it's
yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Has Aster told any story that could match the Astral Sea weirdness?
I don't know. I have to think. Sorry.
Is there something that happened to Whistler that she thinks? Is it like maybe the Oathbreaker or something?
No. I was just saying, like, Whistler is really taken by this image. Like, it's super
probably
chaotic.
Something that Aster has described from the Feywild, like purple grass and all this kind of like these kind of strange creatures from the Feywild and this like blue sunsets and all of the kind of like slightly off from the prime material information that Aster has given Whistler about the Feywild would be what Whistler assumes is like the equivalent.
Okay, so it feels close enough to those stories.
Yeah.
So I've got some good memories of just, fireside stories, I guess, or drag performances or whatever you would, put that into. So I'm just really taken by this image and just kind of, I guess, lingering on it, if we can call those rules with this telepathy. And just to Zareth, like, do you miss it? Does this place seem boring?
I do not miss it, but that is for reasons and memories that I probably shouldn't share.
I mean, there's this thing that I learned when I was becoming a paladin, and they teach us that you have to preserve light, but you have to be your own light too, and sometimes bad stuff. This is someone who is very naive about like the awful shit of the world, but not as naive as Robin, whose parents have a yacht. she's a little like trying to kind of come halfway, but it probably only looks like she's coming like an eighth of the way. You know, bad memories have their place too, and you have to figure out how to, I don't know, keep going. I mean, I'm so used to being terrible at communicating. This is actually really weird for me, so I'm sorry. Let me try that one again. What if, no, I don't have to talk in phrases. This is really weird for me to find the right words. What I'm trying to say is it's really pretty where you come from. And I guess I would miss that even if there was, really shitty stuff with it.
It has been on my mind, and you
kind
get
of like
you'll get flashes of like of like young people in like an academy, and like flashes and images of like intense study, and like a group of friends. Like you'll get images of those.
Okay.
And you get the this is the only thing worth missing, and it's gone.
I try to share back. It's like all I can think of is Futurama with the stupid like dream recorder.
It's basically like, you guys are basically mind melding right now. This is basically a mind meld.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like he's giving a full portrait, and Whistler's coming back with like stick figures. Just to.
I try to keep. Zareth tries to keep images of death and war and the loss of his friends out of his mind. But you might get flashes of it.
Okay. So Whistler's trying to share back like the images of her growing up. Like there's a very vague sense of loss because she knows that her parents died, but it was when she was very young, so it's very distant for her. But there's also like she intentionally shares like her relationship with Torbeck, the dwarf who was basically her foster father and mentor, and the friendships that she made at Cream, particularly with Aster, and the friendships that she is making with the group as they've come together. She also shares a little bit of when she was, I don't know, learning to be a paladin. She was kind of in training with a male tabaxi who... She doesn't share all of it, but there's definitely like kind of that overtone of like, that's too bad, like a lost friend sort of deal. Not death, but gone.
Got it.
So Whistler okay, go ahead, sorry.
She kind of just like kind of pats Jack's shoulder and tries to not talk in her head again because she was so unsettled. So I think verbally she just whistles and taps Jack's shoulder with kind of trying to convey that she can put Whistler down.
Jack kind of gets it and like just squats, puts Whistler down, and keeps walking. I
think Whistler just kind of tries to like pat her shoulder as she keeps going to not stop her.
Yeah. At this point, like Jack has started to try and like self-soothe a little bit by like just kind of like humming some of her favorite songs from her childhood. They're not like lullabies or anything. It's like think about your favorite Disney song. Like that's the orcish version is what Jack is like humming to herself.
Yeah. So, okay, I rolled another d6, and this time I got a 3. So that means it's Bostet. Bostet, I need you to roll d100.
Okay.
As you're walking, you see leaves, sticks, rocks frogs. There's a squirrel. They all start levitating. Boston, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Are they only levitating for Bastet, or are they? Or
No,
do we
you all see it levitate.
Okay.
I mean, I come to a dead stop, and again, hand to weapon, like this is. And at this point, I just look at Zareth. Well, I can't. It's your butt, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I do the halt movement and just ready my shield.
So you guys all notice these, like I said, rocks, a squirrel, some smaller creatures, sticks, stones, pine cones, acorns, just various detritus and small tiny creatures within within like a 10-foot area. They all start levitating, and then all of a sudden they are all launched directly at Bastet. And she is not prepared for this. Bastet, you take 7 bludgeoning damage from the things that are launched at you. As soon as that launch happens, especially if something hits you, they fall to the ground. So you have a bunch of like really confused little creatures that kind of like, and they run back into the forest. And then surrounding Bastet is just the rest of the detritus, sticks, anything that's not like a moving creature. So the bugs, the frogs, the squirrels, hedgehogs, all that little creatures, they all scuttle back into the forest in different ways. But then now Bastet is just surrounded by leaves and sticks and stuff.
Sticks and leaves,
yeah, and like nuts and seeds and stuff.
How close was Bastet to Jack?
I was in like the middle of the group.
Okay. So not right next to Jack.
Okay.
Since I can see it because I'm at the rear, I will come and basically kind of try to stand, that shoulder in front of Dance, weapon out, kind of looking out at the forest.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just like, what?
Are you okay? Can I still mind talk,
Yeah,
Sarah?
you can still mind talk. You have about 15 or 20 minutes left of mind talking left.
I don't know. Did everybody else see that? Did anybody else get hit?
I did not get hit, but I definitely saw it.
Who got on the bad side of nature today?
Okay.
Maybe the person who just plucked a bunch of plants. The nature's fighting back with you.
Who did that? I picked up a frog.
No, the boss went and got a bunch of plants, remember? And then nature fought back.
That's right. Yeah, that's totally how that works. Yes.
Yeah, nature fights back. I don't know about you.
And I'm like trying to book it. I'm not having any of this because, again, there's still a buzz. This is not something I've experienced before, and to have all these little creatures and all this stuff launched at me. I did pick these plants and stuff like that, and so, Aster has a good point, and I'm like, shiitake mushrooms. Let's go.
When you start to bolt, I'm going to reach out and grab you and say, no, we need to stick together.
Yes, but can we go faster, please?
And we could go as fast as the little one can walk, I guess. We can. Okay, Jack, walk faster.
Are you on your
on Pan?
Yeah, are you on Pan?
I am on Pan.
Yeah, technically Pan's the fastest of us.
Yeah. And also, I missed what happened because Robin was drawing Whistler. Yes, Whistler is what Robin was drawing. Definitely not just Jack's butt. Whistler. So Robin missed it. Robin was like sketching and starts hearing these looks around. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's everybody upset?
Jack, pick up the pace.
I wasn't drawing the butt. What are you talking about? I was drawing.
All right,
Whistler draped over Jack.
Faster.
Definitely.
Safety march, but faster.
Let's go. I want a bath.
Yeah.
Jack just kind of like gives Finn a dirty look, like I'm going as fast as I can without like effing running, and like
maybe at this point we run.
Right?
How far away from town are we at this point? How long have we been traveling?
You guys have stopped several times, had several existential breakdowns. So I would say it's getting pretty dark now.
Yeah. Boxette doesn't even stop to like wipe all the stuff off of her. So she's got sticks and leaves and dirt in her fur, but she's just
at this point
pace to keep
the sun is almost set. It is getting dark. It's up to you if you decide to keep traveling through the dark or if you want to stop.
I think that we should try to get clear of this magical zone before we try to find a place to set up for the night.
Does Pan have enough room for an extra person? Because I know Whistler doesn't have dark vision.
Pan is a medium creature, so the only person who can ride on Pan is Robin.
I can pick up Whistler and run with her.
I'm perfectly able to, follow the
Don't forget, you guys have torches and lanterns and things
I
as
have
well.
a little candle and I can light it and I can give it to Whistler.
We do indeed have torches.
I have a candle.
I'm fine. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure I can use magical tinkering to make a little glowing orb too, if we needed.
That would take you an hour, though. You'd have to sit and wait and tinker.
That's okay. We got
No, we do not have time.
Nope, we don't have time.
Let's go.
Torches. Old-fashioned way.
So,
about digitate everything.
15 minutes later, the buzzing in the back of your skulls back here stops. Whistler, you can no longer communicate telepathically.
Oh.
And the sun is basically completely set. It is dark. It is night in the forest.
I look for anything that looks like a fairly defensible area for us to bunk down.
Make a survival check.
I'll
I'm
do
gonna support
that.
you on that.
So you make a survival check with advantage because Jack is helping.
Wait, survival, right? Hello, let me find it over here. Oh, right, I know the way around my character sheet. I've something. A 15.
Okay, yeah, this is still kind of in a hillier area, so it's not necessarily a cave, but there's just kind of like a little area that's between two smaller hills, and it looks like there's some trees and stuff, and you guys can go in that little area and set up a fairly defensible position for sleeping.
I think that we should set up in this crevice. Yes?
Yes.
Jack trusts you and also like wants to be home ASAP.
Jack, will you set up a good area for everyone, and Aster and I will take first shift and keep an eye out.
We should do the middle one where it's like super dark, don't you think?
What kind of check do we need
technically
to
do
find out how far
both.
we are from home?
We can do both, yeah.
We can do both. Both is good. We'll do both.
Okay.
What's going on?
Robin, you can make a survival check to figure out how far away you are from home.
Oh, I got a dirty 20. How far are we?
You're a few hours.
Still? And it's dark? It was midday?
You guys stopped.
We got distracted.
It is the summer solstice. It doesn't get dark till like 10 or 11.
You guys stopped a lot, and there's some weird magical shit going on, so...
Wait, I thought we were towards winter, so it should get...
No, it's fall.
Yeah, it's officially autumn.
We just had
It's officially
summer
autumn.
swell.
It's officially autumn. Aster and Finland are taking the first watch.
First
That
and
means
second.
everybody first and
And then
second.
the
So, so who's taking the last watch? It can be okay, Jack. So that means Robin, are you sleeping in Pan?
Yes.
As per usual. Okay. Everybody, beds down and tents. If you want to sleep out under the stars, you're more than welcome to do that. Whatever is your comfort for sleeping, that's what you guys do. Robin. Oh, somebody said
Yeah, Whistler is gonna have a slightly difficult time with no longer being able to communicate, and is probably looking like she's about to give herself an aneurysm trying to communicate telepathically with people, and she's just like staring really intently at them, like eyes narrowed of like, understand me, you can hear me, I know you can hear me.
Does speak with animals allow me to speak fluently?
it's beasts. And Whistler is not a beast, she's a humanoid.
Okay, yes,
I think
Sorry. Okay. Once everybody gets finished, I'm going to talk to Robin. So everybody tell me what they're doing before they go to bed.
I'm gonna say that I get the sense of that, like, of why Whistler is upset, because she keeps staring at me, but I don't hear her. And so, like, I just start whistling the same songs that I was humming before. I now start whistling.
Oh.
Okay, she starts whistling them back.
Does anybody have any special things ceremonies they want to do before bed, before you go to nights?
Boss has some sort of weapon ready because she's still like freaked out, but she's gonna wrap herself as tightly in whatever she's got. But like good.
Aster doesn't help. Aster's gonna be like, nature's out to get you.
Aster, leave me alone.
Hey,
I'm trying to save my people.
Nature's out to get you. You better beware.
So both Whistler and Bastet are having a hard time getting to sleep. Robin, are you having a hard time getting to sleep, or do you get in pan and just you're out?
Good. I feel safe in pan.
She was focused on those nice butts, so she's
yeah, they got nice butts.
Yeah.
So everybody, that's a way. Everybody eventually, even with your kind of anxieties and all of that, Jack, Whistler, Robin, Bastet, you eventually do go to sleep. Fenlon and Aster are awake. Zareth, do you want to sleep as well?
Oh yeah, I go right to sleep.
Yeah, Zareth goes to sleep. Robin, you're having wonderful dreams. You are, whatever you think Robin's wonderful dream is, I'm not going to describe it because it's your brain, it's your character. You're in whatever you imagine Mechanus to be, or you're just dreaming of butts. I mean, whatever. Dreams are weird and they're fluid.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, why not both?
That's butts.
And then something happens in your dream. Mike, if you would like to go.
There's a
Mike, no!
man, this little guy, short hair. He's got a Cratchit from Scrooge vibes. So like a little kind of shaky, a little like, oh, that poor guy kind of feel. He's picking his way through the area you're in and looking around like, what the hell is this? Oh, hello?
And what shift is this?
This is the second one.
Okay.
And
So
it's
the
in my
only
dreams,
people,
right?
this only affects Robin. So everybody else, you have no idea this is happening. This is just affecting Robin.
Hey.
Hey, I was hoping I'd find someone in here. Is that a mechanical ass?
I mean, everybody's got an ass, you know, even robots.
But that one has gears.
Yeah, it's really working.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for Robin.
That's me. How can I
Oh,
help
I'm
you?
so glad I found you. Okay, so I'm a friend, but I'm not from where you are.
Okay. You're not from Lutetia?
No, my name is Amta, by the way.
Amta, hey.
Uh-huh.
Nice to meet you.
So there's somebody, and I'm a little worried because if he knows I'm here, he's gonna hurt me and he might hurt you.
Oh, how can I help?
I don't know if, well, you probably can't tell. I'm not sure what you're even seeing. I work for someone called Master Zilix. Zilix he's not really a man. He's like a man, but he's got like a squid face. Kind of like this.
Yeah.
And he's...
The owl food? The owl food?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
he smokes a cigar with one of them sometimes.
Cool.
And I work for him. Well, it's not cool because I'm his captive. I don't want to work for him. I'm what they call a thrall. So he's got a bunch of thralls that work for him. And he has agents that he sends out to go find more thralls and to cause problems. And there's one named Zareth that's particularly bad news. He talks a lot about death. He seems kind of scary, but you tend to like not take him seriously because it seems like maybe he's really good. But I'm telling you, he is not.
But he's my friend.
Oh boy. Why is he your friend? Did he do something nice for you?
No. He said he didn't have any friends, and
Well, that's because he's a murderer.
Huh. Did he kill all his friends?
So he sails alone on a thing called the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
He's what the master calls a hunter. So he looks for vulnerable people in vulnerable worlds, and when he finds them, bad things happen and bad people come.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh?
Well, I'm not really known as the best judge of character. I kind of like let people in pretty fast. So
I just
some people might say I'm a easy mark. I'm told I'm an easy mark.
I don't know about that. I reached out to your camp because I knew he was in the area, and you seemed to have the best heart.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just something I felt.
Well, how do I know you're telling the truth?
You don't, but I don't need you to do anything except if he wants you to go someplace, it's going to be a trap. So you don't need to do anything for me. I don't need anything from you. I'm just trying to warn you.
How can I help you get free, though?
I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to help the people that they're going and making into thralls. If I can help, that's good enough for now.
I've got to help you, though. If you're trapped, if you're hurt, I've got some good people here. We could come save you.
I can keep trying to reach out to you. Maybe we can find a way for you to get to me. But for now, I'm concerned that he's going to kill you.
He could try.
He uses a name. It's like Storm, Thunder, Slaughterer, something like that.
Yeah.
He's very proud of what he's done.
Yeah, it kind of puts that vibe out.
Well, you don't have to you don't take my word for it. If you hear these things, you'll know what I'm saying. You'll have experienced them yourself.
I just told him I was his friend, though.
Oh, God. Look, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this before Zilix finds me. And I'll slip away and I'll try to find my way back to you. And I can find my way back to the mechanical ass. It'll be kind of easy to find.
Very easy. I'll shine it for you. I could cast some stuff on it. It could glow. I can make it play music.
So then I can just think of the shiny ass and come back?
Yeah. That's, that musical match with shiny ass.
I've got to be quick. I've got to be quick. And I'm telling you,
Do you want a drink?
We're in your dream. I don't think I could drink it. And I'm a little concerned if the drink would come out of the ass.
It could.
I don't mean to judge, but you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Ew.
I don't want to know about your
mean,
culture. Like, ass drink is not a thing where I'm from.
oh, I mean, it's just mechanical.
Oh,
It's not biological.
So it'd be like oil.
Well, no, it'd be like whiskey, probably, or maybe some schnapps if you're kind of fun, you know?
So about then, Sarah,
Mhm.
I got a 6.
Okay.
So I imagine there'd be a wavering of kind of the signal.
Okay.
I would look kind of afraid.
Uh-huh.
And then he would say, be careful. And then he'd disappear.
And that is where we're going to end it. That is where we're ending this episode.
What?
Yeah.
The thing is, Robin is high intelligence but low wisdom. So Robin knows books. Robin can look up facts, but Robin is real trusting. Not a lot of street smarts. So
thank you for joining us, Mike and David. Thank you. The next time that we record will be I don't even know what today is. What even is the time, you guys?
Yeah, it's
Monday, the 20th.
January?
Yeah, January the 2nd?
3rd.
No, January the 3rd. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong date. January the 3rd, if you guys could join us, I would love to have you guys back to continue this.
Happy New Year. Yeah,
Happy New Year, everybody. Oh no, we lost David again. I would love to continue this because I think we finally just, Ari, when you made that message today, I was like, oh, just wait for tonight because shit's going to go down.
Yeah.
Again, thank you guys for coming. Mike, thanks for coming and being the big bad evil guy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was like,
evil. What do you mean evil? He
Sarah.
wasn't evil. He was nice.
Yeah, he's super great.
What a good guy.
I was like, I could do this, but it'd probably be better to get somebody that's like, yes, I'm going to reach out to people and be like, hey, you want to be the big bad evil guy? And Mike was like, yes.
That's wonderful. I love this. I love this guy.
So especially now because we've got this floating head kind of thing going on.
The floating head effect is great.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm a real person. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I hope everybody have a good time. I was asked that.
Dude, okay. So I have a watch. I got a new watch, and it tracks my heart rate. And when you were telling shit to Whistler, my heart rate went from like its resting rate up to like 100. Because I was like freaking out.
So I was like, did everybody get fed tonight? Did everybody get what they needed out of like?
I know. You're killing me with that burger. You're making it look so delicious.
Let's do the nice. Everybody says goodbye at the same time.
Yes.
And we fade
and we all screw it up because we all go 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's all screw it up as we say goodbye in 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Goodbye, guys.